Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode one of Cypher Secrets. We are here with the first title, which is Roses Are Red, themed after our newest single, Vinaki, that came out today. So we're just going to introduce ourselves first, starting with Live.
Hello, everyone. It's Live here, and I'm so happy to be on this podcast right now.
All right, now we have Miss Elia.
Hey guys, it's your girl Elia, and I'm so excited to be here.
We have Aya.
Hello, guys. It's Aya, and I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna have so much fun.
And I am Naya Marie, the leader, the host you already know. And we just want to give a little shout out to Rio and Mimi. Rio is stuck at band camp, and Mimi is in her little acting era in LA. So we just want to give a shout out for them. And I know they wish they could be here at the moment if they could, okay? All right, let's move on to our first question. And I wanted to ask, like, what do you guys, when it comes to Vinaki, what kind of personal experiences you think can match that? Like, the three things, lust, jealousy, and roses. What do you think in your life matches the storyline of Benaki, even so obsessed?
I'm gonna start off and say my last relationship. It was a little hectic, but very relatable.
Real, real. You know what? Sometimes guys are just dicks, you know? But um I say for me personally, I've always been very I think I low-key could be very envious of other people. And sometimes I just have to like take a step back and be like, girl, look at all the things God is giving you, like there's no reason to be envious of other people, you know?
For me, I feel like I feel like I can relate to both of them very well, but I definitely want to agree with you when it comes to envious part. 'Cause, like when I be seeing people, especially in their relationships, I'm just like, I'm low-key a hater. I'm low-key a D1 relationship hater. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really bad, but I am.
Okay, for me, I think when it comes to like, I don't know, when it comes to the guy I like, I feel like I'm just very so obsessed, you know? And I feel like sometimes
Yeah.
and I feel like sometimes I don't know, I feel like sometimes I'm also just a little jealous. I get a little jealous. And then I started being a hater. So yeah, I guess you could say I get envious sometimes, but also a lot of times I don't really care. Cause then this is just a lot. Cause then you have to deal with like everything. You have to deal with them being jealous over something else. And then yeah, just a lot. So then at that point I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not in a relationship. So yeah.
Beautiful answers. Okay, next I want to ask, what were your first reactions to Vinaki? I know me personally, I was like, wait, that this is a little tea. This is a little tea. I think my first reaction to Vinaki was better than my first reaction to So Obsessed. So what about like what do you guys think?
I definitely was the same. I kind of had a better reaction with Venaki than with So Obsessed. I love So Obsessed, but when Venaki started playing and it was the instrumental in the beginning, I was like, oh, this needs to happen now. It needs to be released immediately. I was so hyped for it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Oh my gosh. Sorry, fireworks. I definitely agree. When I first heard So Obsessed, I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. But when I heard Venaki, it was like a whole different vibe. It gave me Cheetah Girls, it gave 2000s, it gave everything that it needed to.
For me, I would definitely say that I had a different reaction when I first had was so obsessed. I don't know, just Benaki is just like it's just so like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like it would just need to happen. And Naya had shown me like Beneki a while back ago, but it was just like a song that was just in the back of our heads. And we want to do something with it, but we just never did. And I'm glad we did something now. And I don't know, as a Latina, it just it has a special place in my heart.
Period. Okay. Now, here's like a kind of like sentimental question. Are there any regrets and things that you are proud of when it comes to the Venaki era and even So Obsessed era? Um, since we didn't do a podcast for So Obsessed, what are your thoughts on that?
I love that we're starting a podcast now, but I definitely wish we had started when we released So Obsessed because we had so many promos and stuff for it, but then we didn't really get to like talk about it much because we didn't have a platform to talk about it on. It was mainly just promo videos of us releasing it.
Yeah, I have to agree. I wish we did start one like earlier on, but I'm glad we haven't doing it now. And I'm really excited for like I'm just really excited for Veneki to actually come out. I feel like everybody's gonna love it. And I don't really think I have much regrets as of right now.
Yeah, I want to agree with everybody. I feel like the only regret is that the fact that we didn't try and do this earlier, and we're thinking of all these good ideas, and we could have started them way earlier.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like our reach could have been so much better if we started doing stuff like this now. Because like I feel like right now, as like not to be like, like whatever, but as a person who is over this entire operation of Cypher, I think that right now I want us to work on fan interaction, and I feel like in the So Obsessed era, we weren't focused on that, but in the fan interaction and having a community instead of trying to go viral, you're not going to go viral without that community. Because once the viral, like the fame from being viral leaves, your community are going to be the ones standing. And so chasing likes and views is not going to be the same as building that community. And I think having stuff like this podcast and I want to do eventually start like streams, I think that that's like really fun stuff. I signed us up for a Patreon, stuff like that, so you can engage with your community because those are the people that are going to buy concert tickets. Those are people that are going to buy your merch. They're going to sell you out. They're going to start the fan pages. And you can't have that without the dedication of wanting to communicate and open yourself up to the community. And so I'm also excited for me and Ellie to get together around the Venaki era because there's only so much we can do with us being separated. And I think me and Ellie coming together is going to bring so much more fan engagement. So yeah. Okay, next question is, what is your idea of love?
Okay, so for me, my idea of love isn't just like want to speak to you every day, want to see you every day. It's not that. It's about actually being able to talk to this person and open up to this person in a way that you can't with like your family and your friends.
Oh my gosh, I actually love the way you said that. For me, I feel like for me it's like that's slow burn. It's like your friends. Like you could be friends with them first. Like friends to lovers, I feel like that's just like kind of the best because then, you know?
I definitely agree with both of those so much. I feel like when people think of love, they think immediately of like the emotions you have, or like, oh my gosh, I like this person so much. But for love, I think it's a lot deeper. It's like about understanding the person, not just on the surface, but like all the underlined things that they go through, and still wanting to be around them and cherish them and show them how much you appreciate them, even if it's like a hard time that you're going through.
Okay, this is called Cypher Secrets. So like I said, we're gonna get real. This is girl talk session, right? Okay. What are some times you had to catch yourself and be like, whoa, this is not love, it's lust, you know? Because I have some myself, but I'll let y'all explain first, and then I'm gonna go.
I literally have like the perfect example. So like as you know, I am in college. It was like my freshman year. And so this boy always wanted to hang out. And I'm like, okay, we can hang out. That's totally fine. But it was like constantly, you want to hang out, want to hang out, want to hang out. I was like, okay, like I don't want to be around people 24/7. And so he'd be like, oh yeah, we can chill in my room, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, can we chill in your living room or something? Like we could chill in my dorm. I was like, my roommate could come. No, 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 I don't want your roommate there. I just want to be us. I'm just like, okay, like I thought you said you liked me. Like if you like me, you would want to do things I want to do. And it just got to a point where I'm just like, you're being very lustful. And he was like, no, it's not lustful because we've hung out 3 times already, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, that's being very lustful because why would you want to be alone and I don't feel comfortable with you? Like, that's just very odd.
Like he's just trying to, you know.
Right. And I was like, yeah, no.
Wait, I have something so perfect, so perfect for that. Okay, so I just got out of high school, guys, and the guys that are like around my age, they're so lustful. Like they just want it, you know? That's literally all
Bro,
I feel
I
like
feel
teenage
like
boys
they're
think
more
about.
lustful than college boys. Because
Exactly.
there's like
Like,
so much. It's so bad.
bro, I was talking to this guy and I liked him. Like we were just hold hands and this. I never thought anything bad. Like I literally was just like, oh, he's so adorable, he's so cute. And then I would be like, oh, I want to see you. And he was like, yeah, pull up, like pull up. I'm like, oh, I don't know. He just made me feel like I don't know, just the way he said pull up, this made me was just like, oh, and yeah. He was just like, no one told him this and this. I was like, oh, so how about no, we're not we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't like you that much for me to want to be doing that.
Y'all seem so innocent. I'm scared how to answer the question. I mean, I also just got out of high school, and I'm not gonna like name drop or nothing, but I'm gonna just say I was in um a situation, we'll say, with one of my guy friends, and it seemed cool at first because it was like little flirting. We were catching a vibe. I thought that we both liked each other. And like I don't like people in my business, so when he said that he wanted to keep it on the down low, I was like, "I whatever." Like I like you, you seem like you like me. Like we're talking, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the vibe was, but it ended up being like a he called it a friends with benefits. And that's when I was like, "Okay, let's take a pause real quick because what exactly are within these friends with benefits?"
Nah, bro, think this is the episode of Love Island. Like,
Like I was like, let's just let's have a conversation first.
Bro thinks he about to go in the hideaway.
And like he really did try because I was oh my God, people are gonna know. I was a manager for the sport that he did. And like after practice, he'd be like, "Oh, we can link up at the park," or "Oh, you walking home, I can walk with you and we can like hit this little spot." And I'm just like, "Bravo, what are you trying to get into,
I'm
dude?"
so sorry, Live. The park.
Right?
No shade. This is giving like Wattpad or like Book Talk or something. No shade, bro.
No, it was so bad.
do have fantasies. Oh my God.
The worst part was I actually really liked him and he knew. So like he pretty much just blindsided me with it. It was like, "No, no, no, we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna hang out." But then he would text me at like 12 at night, 1 a.m., trying to get freaky. And I'm like, "No, sir. I'm going to bed now. Goodbye." It's like y'all have so innocent answers, and I'm just over here like, "Oh, I just graduated high school. How have y'all not gone through so much worse?"
Girl, you just had some weird friend. Like, no shade. You just had some weird friend.
Nah,
Like,
that's some shit that go down in Hawaii. Like,
And never again, never again.
um, for me, gosh, okay, Cypher's not big yet, so I can say this, but okay, so if you're a cyber watching this, don't clip me when we get big, okay? So so I have like I've always been obsessed with like celebrities, like really bad. And
I'm gonna need to stop you right there. I'm gonna need to stop you right
no,
there.
I'm not name dropping. I'm not name dropping.
Okay.
I'm not even talking about like idols. I'm talking about celebrities, like Western celebrities, actors. There's this one actor, and I'm just like, when I was growing up, I've been obsessed with this actor my entire life. Like it was like Johnny Depp and Aya times 10.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And I was like, dude, it was so bad. And I was like, and it wasn't until like now I'm like reflecting on him, like, this dude is a douchebag and he's like horrible. What were you so like obsessed with? You know nothing about this dude. You don't know anything. It's like it was just parasocial lust, like lustfulness. Like you don't like that's a like thing with like even with it's like idol and celebrity idolization. I just think it's most of the time it's lust, you know? You know what I mean? Because like we don't know anything about those people.
Exactly.
Like there's like not a single person you don't find attractive. You're like you don't think about the qualities. I wasn't thinking about his qualities. I was looking at I was like, you look like you got a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Naya! Oh my God.
This podcast needs to stop right there and then, bro.
Next
No
question.
shade.
Pass it on. Next question.
I'm 20. Okay. I'm 20. Anywho. Okay, so what is some advice? We're completely switching it. What are some advice you can give to the girl who started Cypher? Back in December for some of you, back in February for Live, and literally 2 months ago for I. Because even though it was 2 months ago, I'm pretty sure your whole life has changed.
I guess for me, I would say like, um, I don't know, like I feel like I've been like just trying to make music and everything with Naya for so long, and the fact that me and Naya had like just did it is actually just so crazy to me. And so I guess advice I would give to my younger few months, or actually what me and Naya did, like a year or two ago, I would say like all hard work is gonna pay off, and you're gonna make music and it's gonna be good, and you're gonna have an amazing group and just amazing members. So you kept going, you did it, and you're gonna continue to make more, and you're gonna meet one of your members soon, and you're gonna make so many videos, and you're gonna feel so girl group. So yeah, yeah, guys.
I do want to say here, I was so scared to approach Ellie about Cypher.
Bro,
Bro,
not too much. Not too much.
I was literally told by people like, no, don't do it. I'm like, you know what? That's my girl. Y'all can't tell me not to do what to do with my girl. I want her in Cypher. She's gonna be in Cypher. If I have to come to Chicago myself and drag her here, she's gonna be in Cypher. And look at
And you know
her.
what? I'm in Cypher. What about it?
Exactly. Cause who's not in Cypher? Somebody else.
No shade, no shade.
Ooh.
Anyways. I guess my advice is kind of close to Ellie's. Mainly just because I've always like wanted that girlhood and I've always been into music and dance. So like when I got that text message after emailing and messaging on TikTok, after like reaching out so many times trying to like
Y'all, it
get
was like
connected.
I didn't get any notifications from anything she sent. I was just like randomly looking at an old post that should have archives of the old Cypher members, and she was under that post. I was like, oh my.
You know
If
what?
I
I'm
archived
so
this
happy
post, I
you
would have
didn't.
never seen that comment.
I'm so happy you didn't archive it because now look at me now. I'm in Cypher and I'm so happy and excited. So I guess my piece of advice would be like just shoot your shot, follow your dream, and like you can't really go anywhere lower than rock bottom, so you gotta go up.
I also want to talk about the courage of the Livy at that time, because I would have never done it.
Bro, I was so scared. I was like, I reached out to three other TikTok groups. I started in one and then they ghosted me 2 weeks in. And I was like, what happened? And then you guys popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, these girls look dope. And I saw the post and I commented and thankfully you guys accepted me and now I'm so happy.
Bro, you know what? This makes me feel like I didn't even try. No shade. Like, I didn't even try for real. Like, I literally just got a text and I was like, yes, and that literally was it. I didn't even
Well,
audition
that's
or
scouting.
anything. Oh, yeah. Well, you scouted me, whatever, but like, I don't know. I feel like I did not even try.
Okay, for me, well, since it's only like 2 months ago, but I felt like I could tell myself like just keep
Wait, no, it's
going.
been 3 months. Oh
Oh,
my.
with 3 months ago, it was just like keep going, like even when you're at your lowest and like you feel some type of way, there's always gonna be something there to like shine through because I've told Naya this story like so many times, but I did always want to be in a girl group and do music and stuff, but like nobody ever like had like the commitment for it. So then when I had seen y'all's cover of oops, I did it again. I believe that's what it was. When I had seen that cover, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so cute. It's so cool. But I just scrolled past it. I was like, okay, whatever. Seen it again, and I was like, okay, so it's like this is weird, but okay, see y'all again. And then it popped up for the third time. I was like, all right, like this literally has to be some type of sign because I keep on saying I want to be in a girl group and do music and have such a community. And it just kept on coming up. And I was like, all right, this has to be a sign. And then when Naya had texted me, I was freaking out. Like I was calling my mom all the way from New Britain, calling my mom, telling her about this. And I was like, she was like, just try it out, give it a chance. Like my mom always tells me you're in no worse position than you are right now. So I always live by that. And so, like took the chance. I was like, all right, whatever. Like if it doesn't work out for me, it doesn't work out for me. But like I just want to try it. Like it's a sign. And I tried it and now here we are and I'm loving it.
There's a lot I could tell myself from when I started Cypher, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all understand why. Um, One thing I'll tell myself by the time I started Cypher was to not get attached or don't get too like emotional about things because I've always grew up in the church, but my relationship with God is nowhere near as strong as it is since I started Cypher. And I just didn't understand that God puts things in motion for a reason.
Amen.
And
Hallelujah.
he does stuff like everything he does is purposeful. And you can't question him or try and revert what he has done just because you're too attached to something that's bigger than you. I mean, you're too attached to something, but God has bigger plans for you. The plans He has for you is bigger than what you're attached to, and you keep chasing behind things that He keeps cutting those ties, you know? And I feel like if He never let go of some of that stuff, I wouldn't have 6 members in a group. I barely would have four with Livy, and so it's you don't cut your blessing short because you've become something, you've gave something too much power in your life, you know? I
God
look
takes
into
away stuff to give you something better.
exactly, and yeah, I kept making excuses for example, well, that's too specific, but um I was scared of what's going to happen whenever I took this something that because something is coming up to me that means so much to me, but I felt like it was going to be tarnished because of what I didn't have. But instead of thinking about what I didn't have when I did this thing that was so big to me, why am I not thinking of what I do have? You know? Like you're going to see Cordis, you're going to see somebody that's always influenced you. You're going to meet Ellie, somebody who you've been friends with before all of this, you know? You're going to meet
Oh, te amo mucho.
you're going to be with, your high school friends you've reconnected with. You have like, not only that, you have like VIP seats to go see your favorite group. You are going to go see some of the most influential artists in your entire life, when that has literally reshaped how you see music, like the neighborhood has gotten me through like you're seeing those people and you can't and you're thinking about something so little, you know? You Why are you not thinking about the big picture? Why are you so focused and giving so much time to something that inherently doesn't really matter? And so that's something I tell myself. But anyway, so we do have like eight, nine. They just gave me a 10-minute timer left. So I just want to end off the meeting. I want us to sing our favorite line of Venaki. I guess I'll go first. I really like. Actually, I don't know my favorite line yet. Somebody else go first.
Okay, I guess I'll go. I guess it's the two verses in the chorus. I have to sing, right? So it's I'm in too deep, ya no puedo tocarte como yo. Sin that sweet, no te